Who inspired you? I know, but I want the people to know. So,
Well, yeah, it's a good question. I got inspired by three sources. I got inspired first by two authors of two books and articles I read. One of them is Dr. Matthew Walker, the number one sleep expert, author and scientist and professor of neuroscience and psychology, as well as Dr. Peter Attia and his famous book on Outlive, talking about longevity and all that, and how you can avoid the four horsemen diseases. I also got inspired, to be honest, my own story with my two elderlies, my mom and dad, who had a big impact in my life, and especially today. God bless them. My mom and dad, my dad turned 101 years past February, and a lucky centenarian, I would say, who never visited the gym or worked out ever in his life. My mom turning 87 this March. Their story is fascinating coming to think about it, especially when you are gifted with those longevity genes. I I wonder sometimes we do a lot of efforts ourselves because we want to live longer and healthier. But what's their secret? They've never done anything towards that. Even at those days, the idea of sports activities and all that wasn't there. We know that lifespan and health span should ideally go together, but with great regularity, it's not always the case. For the majority of the people, I would say. So, what is more of an eye opener for me today is when I witness my mother on a daily basis waking up 5 to 6 times a night to help my father reach out to the toilet because he has stability issues or mobility issues, right? Little ones, not too much. She barely sleeps 2 hours continuous before she has to get up, help my dad, or help herself sometimes. It's painful to see that. To see it this way and how much interruption of sleep they both sustain on a daily basis, bringing again the topic of sleep continuity, sleep regularity, sleep quality, and quantity to the forefront of every discussion, of every thought that crosses my mind. Her brain today, mashallah, is still functioning great. And she moves around, aided with a cane, of course, but she's doing quite all right. So for me, my target is to, how to say it, is to live longer too, and healthier as well, for that matter. And I want to see my kids growing as well. I got married late, and hence my older son today, 8.5, and my younger son is 4.5. A long way to go for me and my wife when we have those discussions, raising them, but also remaining healthy and remaining in a good shape to be able to enjoy with them the activities they go through in every stage of their lives. Now, I'm saying that, and I'm sure a lot of people who can hear me saying it would say, yeah, that resonates with me, right? So what we do today, the kind of activities or events or workouts we do today, we don't do it only for today. We do it because we're planning for our future, maybe upcoming 2 decades of our lives. We prepare today for that. And that's why it's never late starting immediately.
all right. I see that you were quite on a roll, so I didn't want to interrupt you in your
Yeah, but
in
that's
your
okay. But
in your
I talk
moment.
about it with passion.
Yeah, I know, but it's very interesting, very fascinating. I also don't get very good sleep, and we've discussed this many times, but I'm following your advice.
To be honest, if I can match what you're saying at the moment today, as a coach and a health coach, we sit down and talk with people about parameters that can make up our health. One of them is hydration, another one is workout, weight, overweight, underweight, diet. Of course, exercise, flexibility, mobility. Sleep always comes as number one element or parameter in the 12 parameters we talk about in a health coaching session where people suffer the most. So I'm not surprised really that you come up with this comment while interviewing me here today.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.